Hi, everybody. Mike here, physician in New York City, member of Left Voice. I just wanted to say, as a healthcare worker and as a physician, I want to condemn the racist police killing of George Floyd yesterday by Minneapolis PD during a pandemic, no less. I also want to condemn the recent killings of others like Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and Sean Reed. We see time and time again how racism harms black and brown people, and how through these disgusting killings and attacks, the racist institution that is policing in America is a threat to public health. The police don't maintain order, as people like to say. They are there to protect the rich and terrorize workers, and specifically working people and poor people of color. Healthcare workers need to condemn and actively join in the fight against racist institutions like policing that are truly rotten to their core. We need to leave our offices and take to the streets. We need to reject calls as healthcare workers for professionalism, which separates us from the rest of the working class and leads many to accept and be cordial with institutions of power, harming patients and the health of the public. And this keeps us silent about these issues that matter. I called myself a healthcare worker before a doctor because that is my role inside the corporatized healthcare system. Under this model, my labor, along with the labor of other healthcare workers, is exploited. It's exploited like other workers who are not thanked or praised for putting their lives on the line during a pandemic. Healthcare workers are part of the working class, a working class continually being subjected to this racist bigotry and violence. And they need to join with the rest of the working class in opposing the racist rot that which America was founded on. It is not enough to fire these cops. It's not surprising that that happened during an election season because elected officials just want to sweep this under the rug and get by it. It's also not enough to have racist institutions like the FBI investigating. We all know their history and what they've done in the past. These cops need to be arrested and charged with murder. And as a society, we need to go beyond these isolated cases and realizing policing is racist to its core and founded on racist structures like slave patrols and night watches. Ultimately, capitalism needs racism and racist institutions like policing in order to survive. It needs the working class divided, regimented, and controlled. And this police violence occurs not just here in the US, but on an international scale because capitalist exploitation is international. A controlled population can be sent back to work to make profits for capitalists without appropriate safety measures during a pandemic. Hell, we already see as the bulk of essential workers are in black and brown communities in the US, hence why they've been hit so hard with COVID. In the words of Ibram X. Kendi, black people were running from racist terror only to run into the face of COVID-19, to run from the face of COVID-19 into racist terror. As a society, we must realize we don't need these killer cops terrorizing communities. The only people who need them are the rich to keep populations controlled. People in Minnesota are rising up, and what we're really seeing there is an expression of the anger felt by people pushed to the edge by racist capitalism, as well as solidarity to those resisting. We need to organize ourselves as a working class, and healthcare workers specifically need to join in the fight as workers who care about the patients and communities we claim to serve. This should not just be domestically, but also internationally. We need to eliminate the disease of racist policing, the racist structures from which that arises, and the capitalist system which continues to benefit from the terrorization of communities around the country and around the world.